from RVing TV.
And I'm Annette from Bella Vista RV.
And today we're bringing you the parts pick of the week. And we're going to be talking about water. So we have a couple of parts in front of us. Two to start off the conversation, and the third is really our main part of the week. So if you're an RVer or new to RVing, what you need to know is you need a couple of basic accessories to get started. One of the important items is a water pressure regulator. This is super important because in some campgrounds, water pressure can be really high, and pressure that's too high can damage fittings, causing leaks, can even cause faucets to explode and leak water everywhere, and we don't want that. So this simple pressure regulator will save you a ton of headache, and you want to start there. But really, you then need a good quality food grade hose. Too many times when I've been in campgrounds, and you've probably heard it, Annette, people are using garden hoses.
Yep.
You don't want to use a garden hose. The hose in the sun will leach chemicals into your water. It's meant as a garden hose to feed your garden, not to feed you internally. A food grade water hose, which is what Annette, her parts store, and any dealer is going to sell you, is food grade. It can sit in the sun. It's not going to leach chemicals into your water that you're going to ingest. So that gets you started. But really what we want to talk about today, and I'm going to turn it over to Annette. Annette, what's your parts pick of the week?
Well, a lot of people, Bruno, have been coming in and asking me about water filters. And a lot of times they already have a system in their motorhome or trailer, and oftentimes we can't get the same filter for it. And then there's lots of trailers out there that have no filter at all. So what I recommend to them is an external water filter that goes on the hose, goes between the hose and the water where you get your water from.
So if it were me, I'd be connecting it right from the water spigot.
Yep.
Then to this
to the
hose and to the trailer.
Then inside
Yep.
the trailer.
That
and
makes
then all
perfect
your
sense.
water gets passes through this. The amount of time it lasts, it could last you a season, but of course it always depends on how much water you use and also the quality of the water where you're at.
How bad the water smells or
That's
tastes.
right, yes.
I've been in a few campgrounds myself that have had some pretty nasty water that I've actually not connected, and was thankful I brought water from home from how bad, because I didn't want to ruin the filter on a one weekend trip.
That's right.
But that was also in early days before a lot of these filters existed.
Yeah.
I really like the idea of the inline filter. Having been a motorhome guy and having had big fifth wheels that I've sold, you're right, they have, those units have systems. But Annette was saying earlier that a lot of those systems, as your RV gets older, needed a certain filter, and you can't find the filters anymore. So you have a system that you can't use anymore. The inline filter is a great idea because you can replace it. You're not chasing old filters.
Yeah, that's right.
Never mind having to store. I know one big thing has been always, where do you store the clean filter?
Yeah.
This way there's nothing to store.
The other thing too is people often forget to winterize the filters, and they come back, and the ones that are built in have huge leaks because they've cracked. This will solve your problem.
And I have seen a number of that where people have winterized, didn't think about the filter.
Yeah.
And they've used, well, the filters are pretty big, half a gallon to a gallon of extra antifreeze for no reason.
Yeah.
And you're right, they've either filled it all with antifreeze, or they've bypassed it and missed it completely, and now they've cracked their lines on the filter. Now, this type of filter, I'm assuming it's going to be good for odor and taste. What other items? I noticed there's quite a list on the package.
Yeah, we can read them off because half the time I can't say the names. Chlorine covers bad taste. Foul odors, sediment, rust particles, iron particles, lime, turbidity, and contaminants. So it does a pretty good job on all different things.
Yeah, that's nice to hear the sediment in there. The chlorine's nice, so you don't get that big chlorine taste.
Smell.
But the sediment's nice, so you're not getting any of the little bits of I'm gonna hate to say it, but you'll see sometimes if you don't have a filter, you'll get little sand bits, etc. This way, that'll go in. Being a inline filter will filter all the water coming in, so you've got clean water for cooking as well as for showering, and it just makes an easy solution. And it's a nice compact size that you can pick up and go, and easy to store overall. I do like the idea of that. I think that's a perfect pick of the week.
Thank you.
So this is Bruno and Annette saying thanks for viewing our pick of the week. Thank you to Annette and Bella Vista for allowing us to use their parts store. If you like the video, click the like button. Hit the subscribe down below with the little bell and you'll be notified of new videos as they're posted. Check back every Monday for the parts pick of the week, and Annette and I will be back to bring more great selections for you. Give us your comments on parts that you'd like to see or you'd like us to comment on. And as I always say, remember, live life to the fullest, and I look forward to seeing you out in the campgrounds. Take care.